Hey, welcome to Tabletop Skirmish Games. I'm Lee, and in this video we'll be having a look at some brand new models revealed today for the Stormcast Eternals. Here we go then, we've got a new unit of Stormcast Eternals, and they are called the Blacktalons. Let's dive in, watch the video, have a good close-up look at some of the new images that have been released today. We'll go through all the pictures in detail, and then let you know how you can use these in your games of Age of Sigmar. You may recognise these models if you've been following the Warhammer Plus series, Blacktalon. Now, I've never seen it. I'd unsubscribe to Warhammer Plus pretty soon, but I do like the look of these models. I'm always up for some new special characters for Stormcast Eternals, and these are really cool. I really like them. They're described as a group of divine assassins, which I really like the sound of. That sounds really fun. The unit is going to be led by Neve Blacktalon. Now, there was a model released before for Neve Blacktalon, so if you were collecting the Mortal Realms, for example, you may have bought it separately as well, then you'll already have that. But this is a different version of that character, and I think they've done a really nice job on it. But here's all 5 of the models. Really interesting. They definitely stand out when compared to some of the other Stormcast Eternals. Maybe not that guy in the top left, the Annihilator there, but certainly the others have got a load of character, and I really like the poses that they've made for them. So let's have a look at each of them individually, and we can find out a little bit more about them and perhaps what they can do in game. Let's start with the leader then, Neve Blacktalon. She's a Knight Zephyros, and so that means she can ride the winds etheric, which is a really great ability in Age of Sigmar, enabling you to cover a lot of distance in the movement phase. She's got that pair of whirlwind axes there as well, so up close she can get stuck in with a good number of attacks. I really like the Knight Zephyros units for being able to get objectives, like steal them back off the enemy, also achieve battle tactics and things like that. And I've been experimenting with playing 2 of them in my 2,000 point army, and it's really good fun. I think they're awesome, so I'd be really interested to try this one out and find out a bit more. Hopefully she'll come with maybe a few more abilities too. As far as the model goes, you can have a good close-up look at the weapon here, and you can see you can have her with the mask or without the mask. I would be going unmasked for sure. My whole Stormcast Eternal army is mostly unmasked, so I think having the face revealed is pretty good. And it looks cool as well. I think they've done a nice job on that. But definitely a really nice upgrade. She's got that stone statue there to stand on as well for a little bit of extra height, really giving her that hero status. Next up, we've got Henrik the Silver Wolf. Now, this is telling us in the article that this is Neve's mentor, and he's going to be a consummate warrior and respected hero with long centuries of hard-fought experience behind him. As I haven't watched the series or read the books with these in, these are all new characters to me, so I'm loving the sound of this. It's great to get some unique characters to put in the Stormcast Eternal army. And apparently this guy, he once led the Blacktalons when they were named the Silver Wolves, and his role in this unit is going to be one as counsellor and strategist for the group. Again, it looks like we've got options of helmeted or unhelmeted. That awesome sword on the back just looks really great, and you can see he's got what looks like the silver wolf fur going over him as well, which I think is fantastic. He's also got an axe as well, as you would expect from the Blacktalons, so that looks like it's a theme that's going to be running through, and the dagger as well. Really good character. I like the pose. Understated. Certainly looks confident with the experience you would expect from this long-time fighter. So yeah, really cool model. I really like this one. Next up, we've got a character called Shakana Goldenblade, and now this one didn't get its own cartoon graphic there for some reason, but this is going to be the eagle-eyed sharpshooter for the group, so a sniper character, always fun, and she's got the bird on there as well, the star eagle called Anda. I love playing snipers in any war game, especially skirmish games, and having these two acting as scouts and snipers really sounds interesting. I wonder what abilities we're going to get. It does say in the article that she can unleash flurries of supremely accurate arrows, so maybe we'll get something on 6s, perhaps dealing mortal wounds, that kind of thing. We've got options for the head, it looks like here. You can have the hood up or down. I'd probably go hood up myself. Doesn't show us any pictures of any helmets though, so I think with this one you might just have the 2 options that you can see here, but there could be more. We might find out more later on. And then you can see the bird there, the star eagle, in a bit more detail as well. Can't see any axes here or anything. There might be one on the belt tucked under the cloak that we wouldn't see, but it's all about the ranged attacks here, so focusing on the bow. Next up, we've got Rostus Oxenhammer. So this guy is going to be an Annihilator star, so expect some serious punishment. coming from that hammer, and his role is going to be the tank, so he's going to be just dishing out some huge amount of damage, I expect, with strength as well, and take some wounds too, I imagine. Now these are all for Age of Sigmar, it tells us in the article, but I could imagine these in some kind of D&D game. You've got all the different tropes going on there for sure. It also feels like these would fit in very much with a Warhammer Quest game, so there we go. But nothing mentioned of that, but that's the vibe I'm getting from them. As far as the model goes with this one, out of them all, this is probably my least favourite. Apart from those horns that he's got on his back, there's not a huge amount of difference here from him and regular Annihilators. The stance is pretty much the same. Of course, we've got a different face, and you can choose to have it with or without the helmet. But otherwise, yeah, this one isn't a big standout for me. That said, it's nice to get another Annihilator, and having this group together I think could be really interesting. Sometimes when you play these kind of units where each model in a unit has got a different ability and stat line, it can be a bit slow, but if you're playing a narrative game, I think that's where these can really come into their own. Next up, we've got Laurai, Child of the Abyss, who gets her own graphic from the show, and this is going to be the Soul Scryer of the group. This is the wizard then, so she's going to be able to track the group's prey across the realms. So I wonder how that's going to play out through abilities. Be really interesting to find out how they're going to do that. There's no information in the article about abilities or stats or anything, but I'm sure we're going to see more of that coming really soon. I wonder if you would get a mechanic where you can react maybe to your opponent's movements. Perhaps you can do one of the reactions for free. Maybe the unit can redeploy once one of the enemy units has done their move, that kind of thing. But we'll have to wait and see and find out exactly what's going to be going on ability-wise. But here's the model. We're getting a few close-up pictures now, so you can see some of the details there. I'm certainly getting an Idoneth Deepkin meets Lumineth Realm Lords vibe from this model. It also very much reminds me of something that we would see in Underworlds, that kind of thing, especially with the design, the base especially, it's all formed like that. And I thought when I first saw the photo, this could be Underworlds or Warcry, so I was surprised to see it was just being pitched as Age of Sigmar, especially with all the form bases. But, I mean, could it have been an Underworld set that they had planned, but then have just ported it over to regular Age of Sigmar instead? Who knows, but it's not giving us any more information in the article other than these are going to be for Age of Sigmar. There we go then, that's all the information and a good close-up look at the models, and I did ask in the thumbnail, do we need more Stormcast? I probably don't need any, but when they come out and they look as good as this, I think I need them, so I'm really looking forward to the release of these. I think they're going to be fun to get painted up, add in some special characters, going to be great in other games. If you play D&D, I think there's some options here as well to be using some of these characters. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments section down below. Is this the sort of thing you would want to be playing in your army, or do you get more of a skirmish game vibe from these? Hopefully we'll get Warcry rules, but I could certainly see them being played in that game. But looking forward to hearing your thoughts, so let me know down below. A big thanks to everyone who sponsored and supported the channel this month, and thank you for clicking on the links. It really helps me to keep going with the daily videos and supports me here on the channel too, so I really appreciate that. Look out for a video coming soon for Baron of Dice, where I'll be doing a deep dive on their objective markers and showing you how awesome they are for the games of Age of Sigmar and 40k. I'll also put a link at the end of this video to my Moonstone unboxing video where I unbox the 2-player starter set, and I'm going to be covering Moonstone a lot on the channel going forward. It's a game that I've really appealed to me. I've been looking at it for a while, and yeah, it's awesome. So look out for lots of Moonstone content coming very soon. That's it for now though. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I really liked seeing these new models. Really cool to get some quality sculpts like this. And I'll bring you more information about the rules when they let us know about it on the Warhammer community site. But thanks again for watching. If you did like it, it'd be great if you hit the like button, subscribe for more videos like this one, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Tabletop Skirmish Games. Thank you so much to my Patreon supporters for helping me to keep going with these regular videos. I couldn't do this without you, and I appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to join the Patreon community, support the channel, get some great perks at the same time, there's a link down below in the description. It'll be awesome to see you there.